All right, guys and gals, it is time once again for another review. So we got a whole bunch of videos to go over this time because we got to get this parallel lines and triangle congruency review underway. Let's get in it to win it with Coach Goo. We're doing it. Let's start with number one. Look at the, oh my god, there's 20 questions in one problem. Oh, how fun. So I think we're going to be using our angle relationships and all that stuff. So get your handy dandy foldable out, because anytime I say something, if you don't get it, you should probably check in your foldable to make sure that you do. Ignore that. That's definitely not my dinner at 11:21 p.m. So check, look at the foldable. Make sure you know what the definition is or what the angle relationship actually means, because if you don't, it's going to be a struggle. Okay, so I think the easiest way on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and find all the angle relationships, or I'm going to find all the angles, starting with measure of angle 1. They gave me the 76. So I'm going to write that right here, 76. Measure of angle 9. Where's 9? That's over here. That's 52. So now with this, I should be able, with only these two, I should be able to find every single angle on this page. So that's all 20 angles. So let's just fill it in real quick. Look at 1 and 2. 1 and 2 have a linear pair relationship. That means they're supplementary. They're going to add up to 180. So angle 2 is going to be 180 minus 76. That's 104 degrees. All right, now look at 2 and 7. 2 and 7 are going to be congruent because it's vertical angles. Vertical angles are always congruent. So I'm going to fill that in. 2 was 104 degrees. 7 was 104 degrees. That's a little too close for comfort. All right, look at 8. 8 is a vertical angle with 1. That means it's also going to be 76 because the vertical angles are congruent. 76 degrees. All right, now take a look at this little triangle we have here. I'm going to outline it so it's very clear. I'm going to outline it in blue. Look at this triangle right here. Boom. That's made up of angle 8, 9, and 13. Now, how many degrees total are in a triangle? Did you say 180? We're bringing it back. If you said 180, give yourself a... Holy, that was a big high five. All right, so the total will be 180 degrees. So far we've got 76 plus 52. What's that? That's 8. 7, that's 12. 128. So 180 minus 128 is going to be angle 13. That's going to be 52 degrees. So angle 13 is 52 degrees. Oh, I'm using red. That's supposed to be orange. Angle 13 is 52 degrees. Where's 13 at? 52 degrees. All right, now let's take a look. Look at 9 and 3. That is 9 and 3. That's right here. 9 and 3 are a linear pair. So if 9 is 52, what is 3? Did you say 128? If you did, you're right. Let's get a pat on the back on that one. There we go. Get a nice little pat on the back. 128 for angle 3, 128 degrees. Now look at angle 4. Angle 4 is a vertical angle with 9. So 4 is also going to be 52 degrees. 4 is 52 degrees. Look at angle 10. That's right here. That is vertical angles with angle 3. That means it's the exact same. So it's 128 degrees. 128 degrees. Now let's take a look down here at the bottom. We can do the exact same thing for 14, 17, and 18. 18 is vertical angles with 13, that means it's also 52 degrees. So 52 degrees. Angle 14 is a linear pair with 13. That means it's going to add up to 180. It's supplementary. That means 14 is going to be 128 degrees. 14, 128 degrees. 14 is vertical angles with 17. That means 17 is going to be the exact same, congruent as 14, so 128 degrees. So that's 17, 128 degrees. All right, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. We need to know our alternate interior angle, exterior, all that stuff. So, okay, quick little tip. Remember, if it's alternate, it's going to be congruent when you have parallel lines. If it's same side, it's going to be supplementary. That means it adds up to 180 degrees when they're parallel lines. Same side, supplementary, all start with S. That's an easy way to remember it. So let's take a look. 4 and 5 are same side. These lines are parallel right here, so we can use these rules. Same side interior angles. That means it's supplementary. It's going to add up to 180, so 5 is going to be 128 degrees, 128 degrees, because 4 was 52 degrees. Now, look at 6. 4 and 6, angle 4 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, when they're parallel lines, are congruent, 52 degrees. There we go, 52 degrees. There's many ways, different ways to do this, so you can just kind of pick and choose, but I'm showing you just what I see right off the bat. Now let's take a look at 6 and 11. They are vertical angles. That means they're congruent. So 11 is also 52 degrees. 52 degrees. 5 and 12, what relationship do they have? Vertical angles. 128 degrees. We're almost done. Oh my goodness. Angle 15. Angle 15 is going to have a relationship with 14, and it's going to be same side interior angles. So that means they're going to add up to 180. So if 14 is 128, then 15 is going to be 52 degrees. Wow, my 5s looks very sketchy. All right, and then let's take a look at 19. 19 and 14, just for funsies. I'm going to switch up 19 and 14. Look at 14 and 19. They are alternate interior angles, and that means they're going to be, what are they going to be? Congruent. So 19 is also 128 degrees. If 14 is 14 is also 128 degrees. Now number 16. If 19 is 128, what's 16? Also 128 because it's vertical angles. And if 15 was 52 degrees, then what's 20? It is also 52 degrees because it is vertical angles. Boom, bam, shkabap, we're done. That was pretty quick, but remember, with the magic of technology, you can always rewind and go back to see if you missed something. And that's the end of number 1.